Hey, everybody, and welcome back again to another episode of the Wish You Were Beer Show. This is a weekly beer show that we do every Thursday live at 8 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. You can also find it live streaming on Facebook. You can find all of our social accounts between Twitter, Instagram, sort of a Facebook, but it's really just a stream through. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. As always, if you're unfamiliar with the show, do me a favor, go down to the About section. Make sure you like and subscribe. Not just one or the other. Do both. It's really do me a favor if you did both.
Algorithm.
Stephen Hawking. Just fucking click two buttons. It's not rocket science. Also, down in the About section, you can find all of our social media. So as mentioned before, you can find our Twitter, our Instagram, Facebook, all that nonsense. You can find all the beer subscription services that we use as well. So sometimes we personally source beers. Sometimes we use subscription services like Beer Drop, Tavor, Hop Time. There's a litany of them. So follow along with those as well so you can try to get the same beers that we're getting. Also, you can find our Untapped handles, which is basically what we use to check in beer on the show. It's the social drinking app that's been around for a while, so I'm sure you're familiar with it. But you can follow our individual Untaps as well as our show Untapped, which is where we keep a catalog of all the beers we've checked in on the show. And you can see how many beers that Phil hasn't had yet, which is fun. That's always fun. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of unhad beers.
I don't know why I'm on the show.
That being said, just make sure you follow along, play along anywhere that you can get us. And as always,
if you're still confused, just wishyourbeershow.com. It's all there too.
Pretty easy. We do have a website. Yeah. We have a
lot of options for you.
That is nice. If you've played along in shows past, you may realize that for some dumbass reason, I'm alone. Well, that's called life choices. No, actually. Now, Tiffany had an engagement this evening that she could not get away from.
Who's she getting engaged to?
Oh, no, just an engagement, not...
Oh, okay.
Not like a...
I
don't think she's getting engaged. So
2022, things happen like that.
2022, things are wide open.
It's wild west out here.
You can call me Will Smith. Actually,
Wiki wow.
That's a poor reference at this point.
Oh yeah.
You call me Kevin Kline. I think that also might be a poor reference at this point. Jesus.
I think the whole movie at this point, but we'll get to that on our Wild West podcast.
That's on Wednesday nights at 7:13 and 25 seconds.
Did they remake Wild West? Why do I have a weird reference that they've remade?
Did they remake Wild West for real?
I'm trying to remember. It feels like one that they would have or are going to remake, right?
I mean, I hope so. The CG's gotten so much better, but still, I also hope they don't. I hope it lives in infamy for the rest of its IMDb career. Oh, I hope.
I hope so.
So again, all things aside, thanks everybody for stopping by. We're gonna have Vero on the show a little bit later to help us out with trivia since Tiffany's not here. We're gonna have a different beer than we've ever had, and it's a very strange pour setup. So should be interesting. I hope.
Hopefully.
I hope. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I'm gonna have to run off screen.
Oh no! What'd you do?
I did everything pre-show except grab a glass to pour this fucking beer in.
Well, can we get to that? You can go grab it when Vero comes in for trivia.
Oh, yes.
So I'm not just sitting here awkwardly by myself.
Perfect. Like 20 plus seconds, we can roll the footage of the
you've got
brewery.
Time.
Oh, my God. Kitchen's right here. I can see it.
Yeah.
Now, so thanks for everybody stopping by. As always, I'm Daniel. Tiffany may be here eventually. We'll see how long the show goes. And as always, Phil is in the current murder room, but also in a gorgeous shirt.
Oh, you like this?
Yeah.
This is one of the originals. This is the OG Wish You Were Beer shirt.
That's the only beer shirt I wear still to this day. Everywhere I go, I wear that same shirt.
It's so comfortable. Can't complain. Mm-hmm.
Shrunk a little bit. I'm not getting any younger, so my old man nipples come through it a little bit. But, pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it?
What are you drinking? What are you drinking with the show right now?
I'm very excited about what I'm drinking for the show right now, actually.
Tell me about it.
I was at Virginia Beer Company today, which we've had on the show before. And that's who we did our collab beer with. That's coming out June 24th.
Ooh, nice little plug.
Thank you. Yeah, really rolled right into that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I feel like Jim Nance. You know, every time that happens well, I'm like, look at me at the Masters. Plug-in Xbox golf games, but whatever. So I'm drinking a 19.2 Free Verse, which is so this is Free Verse is one of the flagship beers from Virginia Beer Company that they distribute pretty heavily, but they started making it in a 19.2, like a tall boy, to serve as singles in a gas station.
God,
so I was at the brewery today for my personal work, and I got a low fill of it off of the canning line, which means the canning machine didn't fill it enough, so they can't sell it, so it gets set off to the side. And one of the cellarmen just handed it to me, and I was like, "Thank you. I will drink this."
It's perfect. Because now you're promoting it on the show. Look at that. Look at that.
I love it. It's Free Verse, which I already love, but it's in a 19.2, and it's just beautiful, like retro can art.
Let me see the whole can. Bring it up.
Well,
see the whole thing.
It's tough. This thing is really in there because it doesn't fit in a 12-ounce thing very well.
Look at those stripes.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
It's a nice looking can.
It is a great can. Oh, sorry. Got really excited about that. So yeah, I was excited to have this because I already love this beer, and as like a Virginia born and raised, some people would call a redneck. I just love a good tall boy. If I can get a single from a gas station, for the drive home.
Oh my gosh, if you're getting VBC at a gas station in that on the drive home, I'm so excited for you. And also excited for VBC. Like, how nice is it that you can go into a gas station and get a good beer?
Oh, right. No doubt.
Like normally it's just like, well, whatever. I'm at a gas station. Of course, I'm just going to grab the crappiest thing on the shelf.
Naturally.
But now VBC shows up. Dave is bringing up Sam Elliott because I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I was in a restaurant. I was in this bougie restaurant out in Venice Beach having brunch. There I am having eggs at 2:00 in the afternoon. And I look over and I'm like, that's a nice mustache. I'm like, that's probably one of the best mustaches I've ever seen in my life.
I think I've seen that on film.
I know where I've seen that. That's Sam freaking Elliott. He's just hanging out at this bougie Venice place. What are you doing here, Sam Elliott?
I think I'm more concerned you were at a bougie Venice place.
Oh, no, that fits me. If you've been here long enough, a brunch bougie place. Yeah, no, that's right up my alley.
God, I love it.
But he was sitting like this the whole time.
Oh yeah,
like in the corner like this, and I was just like, even he's embarrassed to be here.
Did you try to buy cigarettes off of him?
I did, but I couldn't get close enough. He's got this testosterone bubble around him that I just hit.
And listen, again, if you follow Phil on Twitter or you follow the show, Dave hit the nail on the head from Beer in Front. He responded to Phil's thing did you ask him to do any voiceover work? And Phil's response was, I couldn't get through this weird bubble of masculinity. It kept deflecting me off of him.
It wouldn't let me in.
It's so good, though. It's so true.
I know. You can't get close to that man.
I mean, you can't.
He's gonna throw a cowboy hat on and shoot you.
You gotta have a court order to get that close to him.
I know. I tried.
So
tonight I'm drinking actually a beer from the brewery we're drinking tonight. So I actually have one of their other beers.
Okay.
This is a ESB Extra Special Bitters for those.
I love ESBs.
It's called the Lucky Penny.
Okay.
And I'm actually sending this out to you guys eventually. So,
nice.
And it's real good.
What's if it's an ESB, what's the ABV on it? Is it like a 5%, 5 and some change?
6.2.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah, that is a good one. All right.
ESBs are one of my favorites.
They're just so good.
It's like the ultimate, like, just pub style. Like, let me just relax after work and have like 3-4 beers, 5 to 6 and some change, with a little more like heaviness to them, other than like a light beer. It's one of my favorites.
Well, we'll learn about the brewery tonight, as they are very heavy in like that style, and they're very heavy on cask and kind of that English style. So it's
you
an
said
exciting
cask?
night. I said cask. You don't hear it too often.
Let me text Tiffany. Hold on. Oh wait, never mind.
So excited.
She just comes busting through the front door. You said cask? God, I would love that.
The Kool-Aid man.
So we recently went to a middle school production of a show.
As one does. Yeah.
As one does.
I go to them all the time.
Yeah. We don't have any kids, but we just went to a middle school production. No.
Yep. But, Cabaret. Got real
Cabaret. June 1st, Cabaret at the middle school. This is going to go great.
Then we saw Hair. Full production.
Can you imagine where we're at in Virginia if we went to like a June 1st production of Cabaret or Hair? There'd be like grandparents out there like, this is why I went to war. You fucking miserable. So we went to a middle school production, which is a blast. Because I love theater. That's where Phil and I met, if nobody knows that to begin with. So I love theater. I love going to see shows. I think it's a blast, especially for the younger generation to get into it. But they had these sets that were like, they were on wheels, and they were like, really broadly painted, like either bricks or something that turns around and makes it somewhere else, basically.
Yeah.
But when they made the brick ones, they pulled them all the way close to the edge of the stage. And literally, like, while lights are out, I leaned over to Tiffany and I was like, oh, yeah. Like, if the Kool-Aid man doesn't come out of this right now, I fucking quit this show. Because you guys missed an opportunity to be relevant.
Oh, super relevant.
Super relevant.
All the parents would get it.
all the parents in the audience would be like, this is the best show I've ever seen. I hated theater until that happened.
He's just throwing Kool-Aid out at everyone.
Only cherry, though.
I was about to ask what your go-to Kool-Aid is.
Oh, God. 100%. Whatever the red was. I don't know if it was exactly cherry, but whatever red Kool-Aid was.
Kool-Aid's not flavors, it's colors.
Correct. It's like Fruit Loops. They're all the same flavor. It's just different colors.
Yeah. I'm a purple fan of Kool-Aid. So.
Nothing has ever made more sense to me than you being a purple fan of Kool-Aid. Because that was like the oddball one where it was like, I'll take red or green. Well, and here comes little Phil in the background. Oh, do you guys have any purple?
It's the one from the Sunny D commercials. Purple stuff.
We got some purple stuff. Phil's like, yeah, put it in the damn fridge.
If you are under 30, you're getting 0 references on our show tonight.
I have terrible news. If anyone is under 30 and watching this, we are probably doing this show wrong.
Or right.
No, nope.
I don't know.
No, that's Instagram.
Oh, right.
All right. What are we drinking tonight, Phil? Vero's right. Vero's right. Here.
Is she giving us the look of like,
what
get the hell started?
What is going on in this show?
This is called a great show. This is called a show without Tiffany interrupting.
Who ate that damn green Fruit Loops? Is that
how you spell Fruit Loops? Is it not actually, or are they not allowed to write fruit?
No, it's just the O's of the. You know this. Shut up. Oh, thank God, Katie's here. We can get started. All right, let's give her a backtrack. So basically, Phil's. Never mind. It's not important. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Tonight we are drinking a beer from Macleod Brewing.
True story.
Macleod Ale Brewing. I apologize to Macleod. Got to remember the ale and the co.
What's it called?
This is called Paddy McGinty's Goat. It's got a nice little goat logo there. I'm excited about this one because this is an Irish red ale, but it's also a nitro.
You son of a bitch.
I know.
You
When I
pulled
saw
these
this
tricks
one in
on
the
me.
fridge, I was like, this one's going to be on the show. Like, I love red ales. I love nitros. And so I'm excited to try this one.
I'm for it. I'm more excited to read the can out loud as to what it says to do and then do it and then pour it and see what the fuck happens.
I know. We'll get there.
Oh,
For
we're
now,
getting
though, let's take a look at some photos of McLeod Brewing.
Wait, how long is this clip? 20 seconds?
26 seconds. You have 26 seconds to go grab a glass.
All right, go. Start the video.
And go.
I am exhausted. Our kitchen is so far away.
You do have a giant house. Was it in
Yeah,
kitchen
it
1
is.
or 2?
It's really tough to keep up on because of how large it is.
This was my favorite video because if you looked at the map, you can actually see where I am. Because I can't get rid of the dot of where I am. Anyone wondering where I am? Now you know.
Here he is. Here he is, soldiers.
That's how close I am to this brewery.
I love it. So you have firsthand knowledge on this.
I do. And the brewery itself, there wasn't a great amount of pictures to be able to see it, but this location is in like an old industrial part of town. It's in Van Nuys, which is like not a place that a lot of people are like, let me go to Van Nuys. Like it's just out in the middle of nowhere, industrial zone. It's between like auto part places and like it's just kind of like a mess. So you're driving there and you're like, I do not want to park here. I don't want to leave my car here.
I was like, what kind of place?
But the brewery itself is beautiful. And they have this whole outdoor area in the parking lot where it's like, they've got games. It's whole outdoor setting. Pretty cool lot. But it's just not where you would. It's kind of where breweries though thrive. You know, they go to these little like industrial dead zones and they just build something in a cool space. And then suddenly everyone's showing up in Van Nuys. So
interesting.
And I do have to give them a shout out. That pizza that's in that photo, their pizza is phenomenal.
Okay.
And it's they've got as big of a pizza list as they do a beer list. And it's so good. So like really good beer, really good pizza. What more do I need in a brewery?
Yeah, fucking sold.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, why don't we talk about it? Maybe we can ask some questions about it. Maybe we can learn some things about it. We can do some history and facts if you want to.
A little late on that drop.
Yeah, a little late. You even took a slow lean back. Like, yep.
I had to. Yeah, because I tapped it and I was so confident in my tap, I took my hand away. And I was like, oh no!
Yeah. So for those of you unfamiliar with the show, we're going to do a little bit of, we call it history and facts, but it's really more of a trivia. Sometimes it's on the brewery. Sometimes it's on the beer. Sometimes it's on a theme, depending on what we're doing on the show that week. But if you're logged into YouTube or Facebook, you can play along with us. So you can comment along. You can answer all the questions. There's a little bit of a delay, so bear with us if it takes a second to pull your comment in. But play along. Give your answers. See if you're as wrong as I am, because I don't do any research. I don't know how much more I can tell you people this. That being said, we also have a special guest for trivia today because Tiffany is at a prior engagement that she couldn't step away from.
Who's she getting engaged to? No.
Andy, so worried about where Tiffany is. I assume you probably have her geotag. Out of here. So since Tiffany can't be here, obviously Vero, who is a big proponent of this show as well, which if you've watched the show anytime in the past, she's been on it multiple times. She does a lot of.
You've definitely heard it.
Definitely heard it. I don't care what room or state you were in, but you heard it if she was on the show. No, but Vero does a lot of the back end work for us. She does a lot of our blogs. She does a lot of the research for us. Beautiful, beautiful creature that is way smarter than I am and always wins trivia. So now she can't play trivia. Here's your chance. Play trivia. Vero can't play. We can all live like kings.
Vero, welcome to the show.
Hey, Vero.
Hey, guys. I'm here to represent. You two cannot be left unattended.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the show's going great.
Honestly, I think this may be a top 5 show thus far.
If something crazy happens, it's going to really boost the show up.
Hurry.
Don't text her. She's right in the middle of something.
Disengage.
Well, Vero, thank you so much as always for stepping in and helping us out more than you already do. Really appreciate that.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited about this beer.
I mean, we gotta shake weight it, but
also I just realized that my apartment is all white, and I should not be excited about this beer.
You're gonna be just fine.
Well, should we learn a little bit about this beer and brewery?
Dude, why not? Finally, there's an adult in the room. Thank you, Andy, you jackass. All right.
Okay, let's start. True or false? The original Macleod tap room.
That's a tough one for you.
It is tough. Opened in 2012 and only offered cask beers.
God, Phil's already prepped this as a place that delves into the British styles, cask ale specifically. So I want this to be true 100%. But I'm also worried that 2012 is the wrong reference. They may have started only offering cask beers, but was it in 2013? Was it in 2015? I'm with Katie. I'm going to say true. And Gabriel, I'm also going to say, God, Gabriel, you never age. You little brawny man. You look so good in your profile picture every time.
He changes it every week too.
Also, happy Pride. Picture. You used to be a small little Asian character that I assume was female, and now you're a giant brawny man. So congratulations on your transition. Anybody else?
I'm going to go true on this one as well. I think that the whole point of the question is to talk about this cask beer thing. Correct. And I think to do a trickery in the year just seems kind of mean.
Have you met Vero?
I know, but that seems like a little like, all right, well, none of us would know the year. So I'm going with true on this one.
Everybody in?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay. It is true.
Yes.
They opened in 2012, and the original brewery was put together with used dairy equipment and wine fermenters because they had no money for tanks or carbonation equipment or filtration equipment.
Interesting.
It was not a choice. It was like, we have money for this, we're going to do this.
So they kind of MacGrubered like a brewery together.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're doing cask ales because we don't need much to do that.
Exactly.
We don't have the materials, so we might as well just do cask because everyone wants cask anyways. We heard from Tiffany.
It's literally the only thing we drink.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting, though. I love the idea of like actually just taking whatever you have available, like no huge money involved, no just like, oh, cool. Well, we can make this type of beer right now, so let's start making that beer.
I find that in the beer industry, like I was saying before, like they just it's such a great industry because they literally like they go to an area that is just like not that popular, not that like beautiful, and they'll just be like, let's just like start making beer here. And like people will come, and everyone does, and it's great.
I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with real estate tax, property expense. Like, yeah, I'll take a little shitty like strip mall industrial thing because people will drink beer.
Yeah, it was actually an auto part garage, and it's in theory surrounded by auto part places.
Yeah, I was gonna say that whole street is just auto part things. So
and
clearly
there's like 9 like mechanics just walking after work and like, give me something room temperature that you gotta pump out.
But marketing wise, it's brilliant.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Garage, brewery, garage. Customers.
Should we have parking? No. They have no parking.
There's a garage right there. Hopefully they just break down in front of it.
Knowing me, it's
There you
how
go.
it happens.
Okay, number 2. To preserve the flavor profile and aroma of the cask ales, the final product is served at 54 degrees, 40 degrees, or 33 degrees.
Oh,
I-
man.
I mean, honestly, from a cask ale, I would think 54 would make better sense because it's still a little cooler than room temperature, but it shouldn't be 40 and 33. It seems
33 is
seems
way
like a
too
regular
early.
ass beer.
Yeah.
These are Celsius.
What? You didn't say that?
Jeez.
Oh my good lord!
God,
We've
I
got
don't
a
know how
beer
to
at
do that
400 degrees Fahrenheit. Because I'm pretty good at math. So Gabriel says 40. Katie's with me on 54. I also think it's 54.
I'm going to go with 40. I'm going with Gabriel on this one. I think 54, I think might just be a little too warm, but I don't know temperatures. So
Yeah, you should drink a warm beer occasionally.
yeah.
Fucking
So,
stuff.
but I'm just going with 40. So.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Andy's too scared to answer because Katie's already abused him for the evening. He hasn't commented since his.
Andy is probably retracting the questions.
Yeah. There's a lot of things retracting from Andy right now. Nobody?
Okay,
No takers?
going once, going twice.
Sold!
Sold to 54 degrees.
Mm.
Daniel was actually right for change. So cask beer is served at cellar temperature or a little cooler than room temperature. So it's going to be between 50 and 55 Fahrenheit. Generally speaking, like ales are served warmer than lagers because the ale yeast produces more aromatic flavors than the lager yeast. So if you serve it cooler, you lose some of that flavor.
Right. Which makes sense.
That's why I
Okay.
wasn't that worried when I arrived home and realized that I had not put this in the refrigerator for the show.
Oh, you'll be good.
Yeah,
Throw
all
it in
right.
the freezer for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So we're about to go into question 3. And question 3 is when we normally open up the beer. And I think
Let's
we
shake
got to
this
open
damn
this
thing
up.
up.
So what Daniel keeps referring to is on the can. And what I was told at the brewery when I bought it, they were like, just so you know, you have to shake the beer before you drink it. And I was like, what? And they were like, yes. And I was like, no, you're playing a joke on me. Like, that's not something you do with beer. And they were like, yep, just shake it up before you pour it. And it says it right on the can, so I have to believe it.
Seriously. Pour it
The important thing is it says shake well, but pour vigorously. So I assume you give it a good couple of shakes and then you pour it like a nitro, like vigorously, like let it
right fall right in the middle of the glass.
In theory.
Yeah.
So let's shake weight this damn thing and see what happens.
Are we doing this?
Yeah. No, shake weight.
No.
Shake, senora. Shake your.
All right, God. The can's getting tight.
I know. I can feel the can.
It's been shook.
The
but
liquid
now you gotta pour it vigorously.
All right, here we go. Oh fuck. Okay.
Fuck shit. Wait. My white apartment.
Okay.
I don't know how to pour something.
I see you.
Oh man.
I see you, Macleod Ale. It is nitroing.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to see a nitro this color.
That is fucking weird.
Like I'm so used to just like a black nitro. It's really nice to see like a red ale nitro.
And it's pouring like it should.
Yeah.
It's cascading well. I still brought my.
I wish I had brought a towel.
I brought a towel, but that was for when I had an earlier beer, just in case.
I brought a towel for other reasons. But now that we've poured it, we're seeing it nitro up. Let's get into question 3, and then we'll get to that.
Yes.
Here we go.
Wait, someone call OSHA. This is probably a mistake.
True or false? Macleod's beers are named after Gaelic folk stories.
I mean, based off the name of this beer alone?
Yeah, I'm going to go true on this one.
I may say true, but they may be trying to fool us. This may just be their one, not all of them. I'm going to clean this screen real quick. Sorry. There's a lot of McGinty's goat.
Is that
in the
is that
room.
from earlier or for when you cracked open the beer?
Oh, that's pretty normal. Yeah, I'm this is a 50-50 for me.
Well, choose a 50.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going with true.
I'm going with Andy. I'm going to say true. Katie's going false. Oh, Kat's back. She also says false. Excuse me. She, I assume. False. Gabriel says true.
Oh. Gabriel's never wrong.
Everyone's wrong. Because Gabriel chimed in. All right.
Okay. So, in the case that Cat Lane is a she, this one goes to the chicas because it's false. They are named after old Scottish songs, bagpipe tunes. And this is basically because Jennifer, one of the owners, it's a married couple, the owners of this brewery, is she studied bagpipes and she practices bagpiping, and she's the founder and former pipe major of the Pasadena Scottish Pipes and Drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you actually Google the names of the beers,
there's one member and she's it. That's
if you Google the names of the beers and you put song next to it, each one of them has a song.
Interesting.
Like this one. Does this one have a song?
Yeah, I think it does.
Now Patrick McGinty, an Irishman of note, fell in for a fortune and he bought himself a goat. Says he, sure of goat's milk I'm going to have me fill. But when he brought the nanny home he found it was a bill. All the young ladies who live in Killaloe, they're all wearing bustles like their mothers used to do. They each wear a bolster beneath their petticoat and leave the rest to Providence and Paddy McGinty's goat.
Oh, sorry. You guys could have done that for a few more minutes. That'd have been fun.
I always get really excited when we get a new song to play.
If you think for a minute that song doesn't live in our repertoire on this show for the next 20 years or however long I'm alive.
Oh, yeah.
5. Yeah.
It's gonna be like the B song.
No, you don't mention the Budweiser song, man. You don't get to talk about the Budweiser song. We don't have
No,
any
Budweiser's a friend of mine.
Oh, by the way, Budweiser does make a version of this sort of thing.
Correct.
So that works out well. Blood
Correct.
Gold, I think is what it's
that
called.
song not only slaps, it also bangs.
And it's now a famous TikTok song. So
Well, leave anything to the internet, it'll get fucking ruined.
Yep.
One more?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
Irish red ales get their color from kilned malts, roasted barley, English hops, and ale yeast.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Science question, boys. Science question.
Yeah, science questions are the worst. You know I'm not a science person.
Oh, boo-hoo, school, like homeschool boy.
Yeah,
How long
mainly
are you-
religious, less science.
Are we just leaving what a banger under Vero's face for the whole rest of the show?
Yeah. Yep. I got it, Phil. Come on, calm down. Gabriel says D, the blood of their enemies.
Going with Gabriel on this one.
Yeah. I do also think it's roasted barley. Gabriel wants it to be A, not, which means Gabriel's probably right. If everyone goes one way, it always makes me nervous.
You always get nervous about that.
That's literally my only nervous tick. So I'm gonna go with B as well.
I'm gonna go with B as well. I think that's probably where it gets that color from. So
Vero's gonna tell us it's C.
It's A, actually.
God damn it, Gabriel.
Hey, don't mess with my peep. So, killing is the heating of germinated barley to dry it, and that way, when you dry it that way, it develops these biscuit-like flavors. So sometimes they have a low level of, we talk about as diacetyl, which gives them the buttery flavor.
Yep.
And they usually say that you should think of the Irish red ale beer style as a cousin of lightly toasted butter bread.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to give you the buttery, biscuity flavor.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
They may or may not have roasted barley, but they all have kilned barley.
Interesting.
Okay. You had me at butter bread.
You had me at kilned.
Cool ship.
Cool shit, bro.
Cool shit, bro.
Very quaffable. Okay, last one. True or false? According to the story, Paddy McGinty bought a goat thinking it was a nanny and later found out that it was a bill.
This was in the song. Who was paying attention? It's in the first line.
I mean, I'm going.
Andy
Do we need to hit?
emphatically says true.
Do we need to hear again?
No.
No.
100%. You should play the first line again.
All right.
Now Patrick McGinty, an Irishman of note, fell in for a fortune and he bought himself a goat. Says he, sure of goat's milk I'm going to have me fill. But when he brought the nanny home he found it was a bill.
Damn it.
There it is.
Bill. True.
God, this story has happened to me so many times.
Always check the plumbing. Well done, Gabriel. Good to know you're still alone.
So we know that one is true.
That one is true. The story is about the goat goes around the town terrorizing everybody and eating everything that he could find.
Yeah, classic Bill.
Classic Bill.
Classic Bill.
Classic Bill. All right.
I think that's it for trivia, right?
I think it is.
God, how are we already here? You guys ready to review this beer? I can't wait to talk about this
37
one.
minutes in. That's how.
I know. Let's review this beer. I'm sorry,
All right.
Daniel. Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, no, 100%. But that's normal.
Yeah.
This is the part of the show where we review the beer we've actually been having through Untapped. And instead of describing the beer we're having this week, we're going to let our ghost guest that is normally here with me tell you all about it. Her name is...
Welcome to my cooking show. Nope, that's on Saturdays. I am obviously not sitting there with Daniel currently. Or maybe I am and I came home early, but let's just assume I'm not. And I'm not in the show today. I am busy, currently not at home. So Daniel is fending for himself out there, and I'm sure it's going great. However, I wanted to make sure that you all had my presence on our first June show. Got some sweet new Pride gear for eventually our merch store. We'll see. But yeah, wanted to make sure that my review was in, you guys could see me, and check out our cool kitchen. Let's review this dang beer. This week, we are doing Paddy McGinty's Goat. It is from, I don't remember how to say this, Macleod Ale. It's from Macleod Ale Brewing. And it's an Irish red ale, and I apparently need to shake this, which is why I'm in the kitchen, just in case. So without making it look sexual. Is that enough? Okay. All good. All good. See, this is how it's supposed to go. Poured it like an idiot, but I don't think I shook it enough. It's not very nitro-y. Smells good though. Caramel? Yeah. Daniel, Phil, make sure you shake it more. It's kind of like flat soda. Definitely not strong beer though. Shake this one. Anytime it says shake on the can, give it a good one. And because of that, I feel like I probably shouldn't rate this. It's not good in the fact that it's flat. The caramel flavor is not bad though. I do like that. And I do like Irish reds. If this was carbonated, I would give it a 4. However, it is not. and that's my fault. So I guess we'll go with a 4. Well, cheers, y'all. Enjoy the show.
I just
Trying not to make this
that
sexual.
review took like 30 minutes. Like that was like take 9.
I cut that thing down.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Daniel, if that's how she shakes things.
Hey,
Our buddy's sluggish with goat beer. And I was there too. So Tiffany technically gave it a 4. Only because
Amateur score.
well, only again, she poured it like shit. I think we got a good shake out of this. We got a good vigorous pour. So I'm actually gonna give this a 4.25. I think like however they canned this to be nitrogenated, like however they do that and pull that off, if you do it right, it's pretty good. It's a great red ale. The color's really pretty, pretty malty. I dig this beer. I can drink like 9 more of these, but you know, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Ugh.
Oh,
Gotta pay for these beers.
well, maybe we'll see. But 4.25 for me.
All right, Vero, you're here. Tell us about what you think of this one.
actually, I was reading the can, and it says that it's like a round trip ticket to an Irish pub, and it is true, actually. Given the fact that I've been to an Irish pub in Ireland, I really, really liked it. I would like to. Do you know if they have this? If they have that on draft?
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
I mean, if it's on nitro, they should have a nitro draft. Yeah.
But I like the fact that it's not highly carbonated. I love the flavor. I love the fact that it's very low in alcohol, so it makes it really drinkable. Like I could definitely see myself having this one with Thanksgiving dinner. I think it would go great with the flavors.
Which in Argentina is December 1st.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Or this would go beautiful with an Argentine dish that we have that is like a baked provolone cheese, like not baked, but you make it on the grill while you're making your barbecue. So this would go great with this. I would give it a 4.25 too. I really, really liked it. Really liked it.
Nice. So for me, this beer is fantastic. I love this style. I love everything about this. The beer is delicious. I've got nothing more to add than whatever anyone's already said. But I'm going 4.5. I think this beer is fantastic.
Whoop-de shit.
But what that does is it makes the math super easy for us because that's a 4.25 right in the middle.
Yep.
So that's a good score. Beer, fantastic. I'm actually going to go see if they have this on draft, but pretty sure it's the St. Patrick's Day beer, so I don't think they're still going to have it.
Yeah, for sure. But if you can find it in the can, the idea is shake it till the can is tight, because that seemed to be the like cutoff point.
Yeah.
And what I read about is that it's shaking it does what the Boddingtons. You ever have Boddingtons?
Correct.
They've got like that ball in there that releases it all. So I think
that's in Guinness, Bill. We've done this on the show.
That's the gadget.
I'd rather say Boddingtons because I like Boddingtons more than Guinness. I'm gonna say.
We had a whole trivia about the fucking science.
Sorry,
of that
Guinness. Boddingtons got you beat.
They don't.
We got some Untapped reviews for this. I have to imagine they're pretty good. Let's take a look. This is where we go through Untapped, a brewer's best friend. They love Untapped. And we are going to go through and see what others think of this beer because you know what? Opinions of strangers is the most important thing that you can possibly do.
You think I could live without it? McLeod is king, Joshua says. So he works for McLeod.
Yeah,
he
clearly.
got no badges. Josh works for
he just
McLeod.
started an account just to push McLeod.
Yeah. Or he's applying at a cloud and he's worried that they're gonna backtrack his social media. And he's like, well, where does he drink? And he's like, McLeod is king. Still not too sure about nitro in a can, said your wife. This one is damn smooth though. Silky caramel vibes. Okay, said your boyfriend. What are we at? 3
Happy Pride.
3 1/4?
That's rude, I think.
Yeah.
That's a rude
That is
score.
very rude.
I mean,
Well, also, like, you're still not sure about nitro in a can. I'm sorry, this tastes like a nitro. Like, what
Right.
else are you expecting from
Yeah.
this?
no.
What
I think
more
this is a
nitro?
great nitro offering out of a can. Like,
Based on the color that he's got in that glass, I'm guessing he didn't shake it well enough.
correct.
I think he just opened it and poured it. I don't think he read the rules.
And
Correct.
he's drinking it on the wrong glass.
Yeah.
True story.
Guys,
And it's
although
dirty.
that is a McLeod glass, I think.
It
if I
is.
remember correctly.
But it's not the
So,
right.
But it's
McLeod.
not
the
the
right
right
one.
glass.
Correct.
Come on, Brand Brew.
Read a book, Brand Brew. Oh, Strangely Dick. Or, excuse me, Strangely D.
Yeah. Is this my account?
Decent red ale, a reliable pint to hoist with. Okay, there's already a knife and bread
Yeah.
involved. Fuck this guy. Next.
Next.
Free. I don't care who that character is. Holy mother of God, smooth. Top of the fucking morning to you, laddie.
All caps, but no exclamation point.
This creamy malty delight is tasty as corned beef and cabbage from your mum. Must reread now in a shitty Irish accent. Oh my God, you already killed me, bro.
Read
Trevor-
it in the Irish accent, please. You
Oh,
Irish
no,
boy.
ma'am. I'm too
Oh,
white
come
for
on,
it.
Danny boy.
No, Trevor killed it, though. I agree.
Danny boy. No, what? Gabriel
I think
Gabriel
Trevor
gets that
actually got
one.
this right. So 4.5, really smooth. It is the like quintessential Irish red ale, especially on nitro.
Yep.
So I agree. I don't know if he really purchased it from McLeod Ale, but I'm glad he
I mean,
checked.
the coaster tells me he did, but
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll
he
see.
just
So
brings
also
them
the
home.
glass, everything.
We're going to do a follow-up episode where I creep on everyone that we've used on Untapped, and I will burn their house down. I don't think they are who they say they are. I don't think they've ever been to these places, and I will find them, and I will call them out to their wives, husbands. I don't care.
It's fair.
Is it? I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's kind of shitty, but whatever.
All right, so we gave.
This is the
I
last
don't even know where
episode of Wish You Were Here.
we gave Paddy McGinty's good Irish Red Ale from McLeod Brewing out of Van Nuys, California. The Nitro beer, 4.25. It's a good score.
Mm-hmm.
And the show's done. We have nothing left to do, right?
Oh, no, wait. I still got like 0.4 ounces of this bitch. God damn it.
I've got nothing. I plowed through these
Good.
beers.
I brought an
love
extra
this
beer
brewery.
just in case like I wasn't gonna finish this. God damn it. All right. So for those of you unfamiliar with the show, this is where we take a moment to reflect on something that we wish was beer versus what it actually is. Could be something from our entire lives, which I usually reflect on. Could be politics, which Tiffany's not here, so this should go quick.
And it should be positive.
Positive. You guys are the worst.
You two are in trouble.
Nope.
No, she's not gonna
Not
watch
a
the
fucking
show.
chance.
You think she's
not
gonna?
gonna
She's
watch
got
this.
time.
It doesn't need
No.
it. I'm texting her at 6 in
You
the
think she's
morning.
got an
Yeah.
hour once a week to do anything? I hope not.
No.
You
All right.
do know that we text at 6 in the morning, right? When we
Well,
this
see you
is
later,
pretty
Vero.
easy.
You're not in part of the show anymore.
Ah! It's just hanging with Mr. Cooper now.
Could you imagine if we just did the whole hour about hanging with Mr. Cooper instead of
I
the show?
can. If there's a part of you that thinks I haven't reached out to Mark Curry already, you are wrong, sir. He has not
Really?
responded to my emails. He does not care about beer. Whatever.
So I know that we have a collaboration beer with BBC coming out on June 24th.
Correct.
But for future collaboration beers, we should think of a hanging with Mr.
We should do a hang with Mr. Cooper here.
beer, but we got to think of like a beer pun in there for sure.
Give us some time. Yeah, give us some time.
We'll get there. If anyone's got any ideas, Put them in the comments.
Yeah, put them in the email. We check those regularly. All right. So, wish you were a beer. I'll make mine really easy because
You cannot
really-
say weather.
excuse me?
You cannot say weather. You said that last week.
I know that. I'm aware of the weather I live in, Vero.
He knows his week.
I can't do that every week. Jesus Christ. No, actually, really, I really just wish this month was beer because we have a lot of shit going on this month between personal, this show, our actual work lives. I just wish this month was beer so that when I got done with it, I could celebrate with beer. Instead, I'll just celebrate with, great, we survived.
I mean, but a part of that, you're celebrating. Part of your busyness of this month is celebrating with beer.
Nope, not a chance. Nobody knows that.
We are feeling very welcomed right now.
Yeah.
You?
I
In
believe
Virginia.
on June 24th, when our collaboration beer with Virginia Beer Company comes out.
Okay. Here's
We are
how this
celebrating with beer.
fucking month goes, Phil, and I'm tired of hearing about everybody
And
else.
you're going to the Untapped Festival with your sash and all. What are you complaining about
I
right
haven't
now?
got
Your
a
whole
stash
month
yet.
is
and I'm
beer.
tired of hearing
Your
about it.
whole fucking month is beer.
Exactly.
So this weekend we have a wedding in Baltimore, which
With beer.
I assume beer will be involved, but I can't guarantee it.
Whether or not it's
Um,
free, but you're going to have beer.
I think we're gonna catch up actually with Rod J, which
we
if
all
you
know
follow
Rod
the beer
J.
podcast, he's in Baltimore. So Rod J Beercast, he's fantastic. I think we're gonna go have a beer with him this weekend as well, which
Nice.
we've only met online currently, so it should be fun.
It's like a blind date.
What?
It's like a blind date.
It is. It is like
Yeah,
a blind date.
You've only texted with him. You've communicated with him.
Can you imagine
You
if
don't
I
know what it's
pull
like
up
in person.
And I'm not who I say I am. How's your catfish beer?
It's so cute.
Anyway, I know this month is going to be fun for us, but I just wish it was beer because beer is a little more relaxing. So whether you're traveling for work, whether you're traveling for this show, whether you're doing anything else, there's still some stressors involved. So I'd rather just relax and have a beer. But, you know.
The stress of your month is beer. I'm so confused by this.
I need subtitles. I am not understanding your English right now.
Yeah. I wish my stressful month of drinking beer, going to beer festivals, having a collaboration beer with Virginia Beer Company was beer.
Hey, listen, are you guys going to be, well, let's go ahead and announce this right now. So
All right.
Phil and Vero are going to be here on the 24th of June for our actual collaboration beer release with Virginia Beer Company. So we'll be there all day, 10 to 12 hours. And I want you guys to let me know how you feel when you get home about how non-stressful just drinking beer all day is. You guys are going to get murdered.
Well,
But side note to this, if anyone is coming to that release, which I hope a lot of people do, please contact us because we will get you a shirt that represents our beer.
Oh, any other week. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing.
That'd be great if everyone shows up wearing our beer shirt.
Could you even imagine?
I can, and I'm going to, and it's going to happen.
Hmm.
So now's your chance.
There we go.
Let us know.
Also,
Right.
we're not going to be drinking beer all the time because I
No,
am
what?
drinking some sour.
You're
Yeah,
adorable,
See you
Vero.
later.
You're adorable.
I don't know what garbage she was
beer
just saying.
the whole time.
All right, welcome back to the beer show, Vero. About
Oh,
drinking
hey,
beer.
Vero.
You didn't let
What
me
was that?
finish.
We're going to be
I'm
drinking
gonna
beer the
be
whole time.
bringing some traditional sour stuff that we are going to review.
Oh
Oh
god.
no, but that's not at the brewery.
Yeah.
We're gonna
That's
be
when
doing
we've
that
gotten
Sunday
home from the
morning
brewery.
over brunch.
If you've loved our past Warhead reviews,
Ugh.
we've got another one coming for you this
Oh,
month.
the art is anal. We will check it out.
Oh, so much anal in that art. Vero,
Vero.
what do you wish was beer this week? I'm
Buddy,
going
where
Vero.
are you? I wish new coworkers that I can't remember the names of were beer.
Oh, nice.
Because that way, my first day at the new job would have been a happy hour. I
Oh,
started my new job yesterday. I have 10 new coworkers. I cannot remember the name of all of them. They are all just a blur. So I wish those were beer.
That is the hardest part about with the new job when everyone's like, I'm this, and you're just like, oh no.
I'm this.
And if you had cans of beer that said their names on it, easy.
The only thing that makes it easier is that each one of them has an office and each door has their names. But if they come out of there, I'm lost.
Could you even imagine?
Like,
yeah.
I don't know who you are.
I have arrived.
I have arrived.
Tiffany, what do you wish was beer this week?
Correct.
Let her
Hey
breathe.
guys. Awkward conversations.
Perfect. We're having one currently.
Yep, because beers are great. I have not had one today. Oh, thanks.
Because of beer.
Okay. How was the beer pour?
It
was great.
Better than you.
Yeah, mine did not go
You can
well.
watch it later. What do you wish was beer?
I just
Come on.
said awkward conversation.
All right, perfect. Phil, you.
So I wish Sam Elliott's mustache was beer because I can get that up. I mean, come on, right? Like, how is that not a beer already? How
That's
is
your
Sam
answer?
Elliott's mustache not a beer?
Ugh.
Hey, you see his mustache, you go, man, I wish I could drink that. No?
You.
Nope,
Just me?
just you, boo.
All right. Well,
Don't you ever leave me alone with these two ever again. You cannot leave me.
I
don't know how you do this every week.
got to sit through yet another Matilda Jr. the musical.
I didn't really see
oh, so it wasn't cabaret.
You should say cabaret.
Sorry, it was
Tiffany,
cabaret.
I just
Ideas?
before we close this show out, since you're here, Tiffany, I just wanted to make sure you heard this as well.
Now Patrick McGinty, an Irishman of note, fell in for a fortune and he bought himself a goat. Says he, sure of goat's milk I'm going to have me fill. But when he brought the nanny home he found it was a bill. Oh.
Daniel knows this song.
Who doesn't know this song?
There's so many covers of that track. All right, anyway. Real quick, before we close out, what the hell are we doing next week?
Ah, fuck, I forgot about next week, but it's the most exciting. It's my favorite week of the year.
Correct.
Second annual Pride Show.
All right. So next week we're going to be doing a couple, like basically we're going to be bringing our own beers from somebody who is either a supporter or involved or a operated or owned LGBTQ community brewery. So bring your own beer. Bring it from somebody who gives a shit and
supports
the
LGBTQIA plus.
Not just in June. So next week we're hoping to have a couple of different guests and a couple of different folks and multiple different beers. So bring your own beer, bring your own queer beer. Tell us what you're having. Let us know what you're doing. We'd love to talk about it. So
I love this. This is the best month of the year. This is the best month for the show. I'm excited about this to learn about the beers everyone has that are queer beers.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
Fun.
And maybe we'll get a hat from Provincetown this week.
Well, still no dice.
It's been a full year.
Fucking Chris.
So your friend Chris really did not follow through on that one.
Well, he ain't my friend no more.
Give you a hit for another.
Also, we're all going to be wearing Wish We Were a Beer Show Pride clothing, which is
Oh, really?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I didn't get a
Dan,
shirt that fits me.
You didn't get the email. You're not on the show anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes good
You're
sense.
out next week because
I'm
I
out
After
next
tonight,
week.
you're out. So join us next week for the Pride episode. I'm super excited about this. Bring a beer. Tell us what you're drinking because we all want to support Pride. And I think that's a great way to do it. Besides that, Tiffany, you just got back. Do you want to close out the show?
Yeah, she does.
sure.
Great.
Oh no! Sorry.
Good talk.
I thought that you. No, so
I was this
thought-
close to just shutting it down.
No, that's what I thought. So you're like, great, and then I saw your hand move, and I was like, well, he's just gonna shut it down.
Well, I got
So
to prep for it, but I was waiting
Okay.
for you.
Okay. No. Thank you everyone for coming. I apologize that you missed my presence. Obviously, that was a huge. But so if you just make sure to join us next week for the Pride Show, bring your favorite queer beer. Make sure that you let us know what you're drinking and check us out on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Check out my dog. Make sure to look at our website, www.wishyouabeershow.com, and like and subscribe and hit the little bell on YouTube. This is literally